Welcome back. And this is Ask the Real Manos 2. And Jinga666 asks me, what do you think of Superman Returns? And actually it's funny, King 191912 and Blow Himself Up Dude had just been talking about this. And I find the film, I have mixed feelings about the film. I find the film to be sort of a missed opportunity, because it had been a long time since a Superman film had come out, and been a longer time since a good Superman film had come out. And we had Bryan Singer, who is a magnificent director. I love Usual Suspects, the first two X-Men movies, At Pupil. I haven't seen Valkyrie, his other film he made, but I love his work. I think he's excellent. So, I mean, it was an obvious good marriage, and also I also like the idea that they were pushing Superman 3 and Superman 4 out of continuity of that Donner film series. So this was sort of the new Superman 3, and I just found that an interesting idea. Like, hey, you know, this is just fiction. We could just push those movies aside and say, fuck that, and put this as the new 3. I mean, that's great, you know. And it's been enough time has passed so we can accept maybe new actors in these versions of these roles, so okay. And Kevin Spacey is Lex Luthor, and the new Superman Brown and Rough look good, and then it come out, and it's not the Superman story I wanted to see, and I'm sure a lot of people felt that way too. It's not a very action-packed story, and it's really extra super mopey, and it's obvious to me this is the story he wanted to do. This is what kind of touched him. And you know, I was talking just a few minutes ago about I want filmmakers to make films that you know, come from the heart, and he did. And this one kind of, you know, was an unfortunate misstep, really. He didn't. I don't think he punches one guy in the whole film. And I don't know, it's just not as fun. And the problem is, there's too many references to the original Superman film. Way too many. Here and there was fine, but I mean, lines repeated was unnecessary. And I think her name is Kate Bosworth, who was cast as Lois Lane. She was horribly miscast. She was way too young. Because if you look at the continuity, I mean, Lois in the first one is what, 30-ish, and Superman Returns is supposed to be 5 years after Superman 2, so she's gonna be like in her mid to late 30s, and she's not mid to late 30s. She's early mid 20s, and you know, she has a kid, and she's a hard-boiled reporter, and the role is actually written just fine. It's just, she's just bad cast. I couldn't, you know, it's such a misstep in casting. I mean, there's so many different actresses who could have done that role. Fuck, in the same movie, Parker Posey could have been a cool Lois Lane, for God fucking sakes. Just take that, make her that character. I mean, and the child is a bad choice. I don't know, and it looks great. I mean, the scene where he saves her from the airplane, the airliner that's going down, that's a cool scene. And some other shit's really cool. And it just, I don't know, it just wanders too long. I don't know, a good second or third draft would have been good for that film. Actually, you know, if you wanted to stick, okay, here's me playing armchair quarterback, Monday morning quarterback for Superman Returns. Let's take the premise of making it the new Superman 3, where Superman comes back after a 5-year sabbatical looking for Krypton. How much time we got? Okay. Let's say before he goes, he actually tells people what's he going to do. And maybe he's thinking he won't be gone that long. He gets stuck in space, fighting other things and other aliens, and some other shit happens to him where he just kind of gets stuck. You know, just longer and longer, and you know, 6 months turns into a year, and a year turns into 2 years, and it looks like to Earth he's not coming back. And in his place, wars and attacks and such horrible circumstances happen, to the point where Lex Luthor saves the world. and becomes a hero and is pardoned for his crimes. And he becomes sort of the corporate hero guy, maybe running for president, maybe a political figure, like he eventually was in the comics. And he has created his own superheroes, who are like the Elite. And the Elite are these cool, cynical superheroes who are killing people, and they got cool wisecracks, and they really shit on things that, that are folksy and stuff like that. And Superman comes back. And then it's sort of maybe a adaptation of, I think the issue is 775 by Joe Kelly, which is an amazing story. And that would have been your Superman Returns movie. How about that? So yeah, I have mixed feelings about it. It's not horrible, but it's not great. It's not fun to watch. I like clips from it. Some clips from it are very fun to watch, but I don't know. I find it disappointing, but I don't hate it. I don't go, oh, he raped my childhood or something. It's like, fuck that shit. It's just how it is. And lastly, what time we got? 4 minutes? We're going to take a break here. We'll come back with my last question.